no Craig Anderson or Justin Falk available for the weekend.
No, you guys know that.
Yeah.
You guys know that. Pierre talked about it. So, so we know that for the weekend, McKenna and Hogberg will both play. We haven't decided which games yet. So we'll have some nice talks today and see what we decide for tomorrow. And we'll decide if we're going 11 or 12.
Okay. So still decisions to be made for the game tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, big time. Big time. I mean, we nobody's at work yesterday. I mean, so came in this morning and started figuring out who's available, who's not, and tomorrow we'll have a much better idea. Plus, we're scouting the opponent too, so see what we need for tomorrow.
Like what you saw on the practice ice today after a couple of days off?
Oh, yeah, very much so. I think the guys had great enthusiasm, and the work ethic was great. Everybody was engaged. I was hoping to be tough on a few guys just to, but I didn't have to do that. Everybody's got going right off the bat and till the very end. So very professional, very hardworking, great attitude, great work ethic, great discipline in what we were trying to do today. But having said that, we know those first games are usually not the prettiest ones. So we got to be ready for that type of game for tomorrow.
For Holberg, what would be the rationale for giving him one game or the other?
Right now, that's what we haven't discussed yet. So and then we'll go back and forth and see what we feel is best. But it's a back-to-back, and the second game is against Washington. So yeah, that's what I was going to say. One's on the road. We know it's been tougher for us on the road, and the other one's against Washington, a back-to-back. So
easy game for him?
No. That's the thing. He's not coming into an easy circumstance, I would say.
Goalies are goalies, and I know that's not your area specifically. So is Pierre involved in this too?
Oh, for sure. We've talked already, but we want to look at practice. We want to evaluate. What we know what Washington is, but we're just learning about the Islanders. In depth, and so. The guys who are in charge of scouting the Islanders are going to, do their normal presentation today, and we're going to tonight have a better idea of which guy we think should be playing which game. It's not just the back-to-back situation. It's who you're playing. You're on the road. Are you at home? What type of offense they've got? So does it suit one goalie more than the other? So those are all the discussions we're going to have in the next hours.
Does home and away play a role in maybe what defenseman might come in or come out as well? I know Max sat the last game.
Yeah, he won't sit tomorrow. For sure he's bad. The last game he sat because he was a big team. We wanted to give him a breather a little bit, and that was the rationale behind it. And tomorrow, it's first of all, it's not the case, but regardless, he was coming in the lineup for sure, 100% back in the lineup, regardless of if the other players have played well or not. So that was we want the young guy to come back in the lineup.
When you've had 5 days between games, is there carryover, or do you want a fresh start? Like, how much of it, is?
I think you're too far removed from those games. Plus, it's Christmas. You're with your families. That you just totally got yourself out of your environment now. Right now, the goal is to just get back in it. I've had 22 years coaching now. I don't think there's any great formula after those days. You got to just get back in it and focus on your basics. If you focus on complicated stuff or things it ain't gonna happen. So really, fundamentals today, fundamentals for tomorrow, and then move on from there.
What did you think of Nick Paul's game? I know we're a couple of days removed from it, but he may have played, from where we sat anyway, his best game as a
It was
center.
his best game, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure, by a country mile. It was his best game. So, right now I'm planning to have him on the lineup tomorrow, for sure. That's where it's more about, is it 6 or is it 7 that we're doing, but Paul will be in. He's played his best game, and hoping to be able to write that and see how far it goes.
What did he do that made that his best game?
Well, he skated. He gave himself some scoring chances. His back checking was hard. I think right now, if he kept playing like that and eventually produced or just had something to give him confidence, you never know. Maybe he's a guy that's able to stick, but we'll see. I think right now it's happy that he gave us his best game and had the confidence to do so, and now it's to see if he's able to reproduce that in game out, and to do that he's got to be in the lineup. That's why he's in the lineup tomorrow.
When you see Pajot, yeah. When you see Pajot,
Yes.
does that?
Yeah, first real green light. Full contact, full everything. So, you get even more hope now. And but he was excited. I think the players are excited. But at the same time, we'll let it happen. It's not okay. We're going to force a certain date or. It's a medical thing. Now he's got the green light for those practices, and now it's going to be a question of when is it safe to play a game, and two, when is he ready? Because he hasn't practiced with the team really. So and he hasn't played for so long. It's last year. That's a long time. So let's make sure we do the right thing and wait for the right moment. And first of all, the medical staff will have to tell me. He will have to tell me, and we'll have to see. So there's three, check boxes, if you like, that we have to fill.
Le voyage en Californie, ce serait une possibilité peut-être de...
Ça va dépendre. Je sais pas. Honnêtement, c'est bien important en ce moment que j'écoute le médical puis que lui me dise comment il se sent. Puis nous autres, je ne le mettrai pas dans une game si je vois qu'il est pour tirer de la patte. Là, quand on va mettre dans une game, c'est parce qu'il va être capable de jouer la game. Je ne vais pas le précipiter ça. C'est pas pour une ou deux games, trois games. Là, au point où on en est rendu avec lui. Là, on va vraiment attendre que tout soit clair.
Pas d'embarquer en quatrième ligne, mettons, pour commencer...
il va. Il faut, c'est ça. On va être obligé de commencer tranquillement, c'est sûr. C'est certain.
C'est bon. Merci, monsieur.
Good. All right, guys.
Yes, sir.